everybody, I wanted to do a quick little video to demonstrate this year's custom holiday ornament kit. I've been doing these kits for the last several years and they seem to be real popular among scrollers. So in this video I'd like to kind of demonstrate what's in the kit and actually how to use the kit to personalize these holiday ornaments so that you could make it for friends and families or make a few bucks during this holiday season. So let's just jump right in and take a look and see what you get. The main piece of this is the source file, the Inkscape source file, which you are seeing in front of you. Now this is really important. You need to have Inkscape installed on your computer before you try to open up this file. If you don't have Inkscape installed, what it's going to do is going to open it up in a web browser, and that will be the default, and what you're going to get is a blank page like this. I've gotten a lot of emails saying, well, I bought your kit and all I'm getting is this, and they feel like they've been robbed. Well, they weren't. You just don't have Inkscape installed on your computer. Now you do need to have a little bit of a working understanding of how Inkscape works. You don't need to be an expert by any means. It's actually a very easy process, but you do need to have a little bit of working knowledge on how to use Inkscape. If you'd like to learn more about using Inkscape, like how to use it to create your own scroll saw patterns, you can head over to Scroll Saw Village and check out the Village University. So it's under Resources, Village University. And we have a couple of classes here, and right here is the Making Scroll Saw Patterns with Inkscape. It's a free class. You could certainly check that out if you would like to learn more. You can download Inkscape over at inkscape.org. There's a button right here that says download now, so in case you need that. So let's get back to our file. This is the Inkscape file, and we have 4 new designs in this year's holiday ornament kit. We have Santa's sleigh, and it has some nice filigree elements in there, so that's a nice little design to it. We have a teddy bear for the little ones, and then we have a peace dove, and then of course we have the nativity for this year. So let me show you exactly how this all works. So over here we have the originals. These are the originals. You don't really want to modify these. These you want to keep to the side and only work on copies, because once you start making changes to these originals, and if you save over the top of them, you can't go back and change them and add a different name. Now, if you accidentally save over the top of it, it's not a big deal. Just go back to Scroll Saw Village and re-download the file, and you're back in the game. So it's not a big deal, but what we like to try to do is make sure we're working off of copies. To do that, all we got to do is select our ornament with a marquee tool, and if you do Control D for duplicate, we could create a copy and move it over onto our page, and that's our next section right here, is the page. This is actually what's getting printed out when you hit Control P to print on your home printer. This is the page that's going to be printed. So anything that's on the page will be printed on your home printer. So let's go ahead and just customize one of these. Let's just put my name in here. Over here on the side of your toolbar, we just look for the text tool. Looks like an A, and then you could click right into the name, and then we'll just put my name in there. Just like that. And then we'll grab our pointer tool, and then we'll select everything, and then we'll just come up here to Path and Union, and then we'll take a look, and you can kind of see it kind of welds everything together into a really nice looking pattern. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's select the teddy bear. Let's duplicate that. Control D to duplicate. And let's use a longer name. So I'm going to go over here to the text tool, double click into the name, and we're going to put, oh, I don't know, let's put my mom's name. She likes teddy bears. Colleen. You can see that the name is too big for this little frame that we have in here. It's not a big deal. All we do is select the frame with our little pointer, and then you have these resizers. We want to grab the one that is in the middle, and we'll just kind of pull it out a little bit. Just like that, and now it looks great. So let's select everything once again, come up here to Path, Union, and it welds everything together. Is that cool? Let's do another one. Let's do the nativity. Control D to duplicate, and I'm going to put my son's name in here. So Gavin. Okay, that fits nicely, but the font is a little bit boring for my taste. So let's change that up. So once again, we grab the text tool, select our name, and then right at the top here, there's a icon that looks like a T. It might either be on the top or on the side over here. It just kind of depends on how you have your Inkscape laid out. So I'm going to press the T, and it gives me all the text options I have for this. And over here is all of the fonts that are installed on your computer. And you could choose any of these fonts that you feel comfortable scrolling. So, oh, I don't know, let's find something. I usually like Cooper Black, but I don't see that installed. So let's go, ooh, let's do something like this, something a little bit funky. And then let me get my head out of the way, and then we'll go ahead and click apply. You can kind of see that it changes that font in there. So I don't know, maybe we'll want to stretch out his name a little bit to fill in the space. When you select a different kind of font, what you want to do is make sure that the font kind of overlaps the border just a little bit. You can kind of see that I have that here, but if it's not, you could just nudge it down with your arrow keys. And then once you're happy with the way things look, go ahead and select everything. And then come up here to Path and Union. And now we have the next font, or the next ornament done. So what we could do is just arrange these on our page, just try to make them fit somehow. Something like that will fit really nice, and then we could print those out. Anything on this page will print. If you are selling these to fellow scrollers, you might want to do a little bit of branding. There's a nice little logo up here, and you could come in here and you could change that information. So put your name in here instead, and then your email. You could put your email in there. Travis at Scrollsaw Village. Okay, and then if you need to change any of that, you can just kind of resize it. So that way, if you print these out and send it to somebody or create PDFs, if they want more, they know where to come back. So that's really nice. Because you're working with the source files, if these ornaments are just too big, just go ahead and select them, and you could grab the little corner here. If you hold Control, it will constrain the aspect ratio, so you could shrink it down to any size that you want, or maybe you want something a little bit bigger. You could certainly do that. So there's a lot of flexibility in there. So this is the main piece that most people are interested in, is the source file, the Inkscape source file. But what else comes in the kit? So let's go ahead and take a look here. You're going to get a downloadable zip file, and once you open it up, you're going to come across two SVGs. These are the Inkscape files, so they have an SVG extension. We have two versions. We have an A4, so outside of the US, you can use A4. If you're in the US, use US letter. We have some instructions here. It basically covered everything that I discussed in this video, but it's a little bit more convenient because you could just kind of open this up, get a step-by-step tutorial without having to watch the whole video. I also have information on how to create PDFs. So if you are looking to create PDFs to sell to fellow scrollers, you could certainly do that. We could also export them as individual PNGs. So if you just want to create a file for a fellow scroller and send it over the internet, like an email attachment or something, you could certainly do it that way. I have some ideas for selling. So there's a few things that you could do. You could create the custom patterns for fellow scrollers and crafters. You know, you could probably sell them for $1 or $2 a pattern. I would post these to social media. Friends and family would just jump at a chance to be able to get a a custom ornament made by you, you could probably sell them between 10 to 15 bucks each. You could do them at craft shows, take orders at craft shows, craft bazaars, or you can use it for a fundraiser for a school group or church group or sports team, or just create them for gifts for friends and family. We do have a little bit of a usage rights here. We'll come back to that at the end. We'll talk a little bit about that. You also get pre-made promo banners. So I have these in $8, $10, $12, $14, and $16 price points. So let's say we're going to be selling them for $12 each. This is a pre-made banner that has everything that you need. All you need to do is post it on your social media and you are set. If you are want it in British pounds, you could switch over to here that we also have in British pound as well. If you are familiar with GIMP, there is a source file for these promo banners. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. Let me load this up. There we are. That was real quick. So it includes all the ornaments, so you can add and subtract ornaments as you like. You could change the price point to whatever you'd like, and you could include your own picture, which is real nice. And then you could change the title and byline. You do need to understand how GIMP actually works. But if you wanted to really customize these promotional banners, we gave you all the source materials for that. So everything is included in here. Let me get my head out of the way so you can kind of see the background in the ornaments, the price elements, title and byline, as well as your photo. So that is what you get in the kit. Let's go back to the usage rights. What can you use this kit for and what can't you do? Basically with this kit, you're allowed to make as many custom ornaments as you like for patterns or finished product. You could create and sell custom ornament patterns to fellow scrollers as a computer printout, a PDF, a PNG, JPEG, whatever you'd like. You could create and sell finished ornaments at craft shows, online sales, or events. The only thing I ask you not to do is sell, give away, or distribute this ornament kit in the original or modified state. This is a way how Scrollsaw Village is able to kind of keep its lights on and continue serving the scrolling community. So if a fellow scroller wants one of these kits, just point them in our direction. We'll be more than happy to hook them up. They're pretty cheap, so I don't think price should be too much of a barrier. I hope you like this year's designs. We do have other designs if you would like to take a look. Maybe I'll do a quick little plug of our other designs. So if you go under patterns, business kits, you're going to get these here. And let's go ahead and take a look at previous years. So let's just open these up real quick. So last year's kit, we had a candle, a rocking horse, a bell, and a country church. In 2021, we had an angel, a wreath, a Santa, and a stocking. In 2020, we had, let's take a look at this one here. We had the deer, we had a traditional ornament, a truck with a tree, and Bethlehem. And for the pet lovers out there, we have something special for our furry little friends that includes a kitty, a dog, a paw print, and a paw print with a heart, which is real popular actually. This is a real popular kit. People seem to like that one. So you can find additional kits over at Scrollsaw Village and really expand your product line. At any rate, I hope you found this useful. I hope you like this year's designs. Thanks for all you do and supporting of Scrollsaw Village. We really appreciate it. And that's all I got for this time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.